Shadows creeping in at night, feel the chill. Whispers in the dark, telling secrets running through. Footsteps echo, lost in the mist. Haunted by the past, a fate that can't be missed. Dark waters while the sun screams. I'm looking through the void, chasing broken dreams. Lights flashing, walking racing fast. Dancing with the shadows, we were never meant to last. In the depths where the nightmares play, a twisted sanctuary where we lose our way. Hold on tight to the edge of despair. In this dark, long world, we find solace rare.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me tonight. I know it was kind of last minute, but pretty typical of things nowadays. Yes, I am 35. Yep, that's right. Don't let anyone tell you any differently, please, because 35 is the truth. My body says I'm about 80, but it's all right. We'll deal with it. Anyhow, no, I'm not 35. I'm 45. Yeah, that's tough. That is difficult to deal with. But anyway, I appreciate you guys being here. I know it was last minute. I wasn't sure if I was going to do anything. Kind of a crazy day. Things have just been crazy in general. It's just the way life has been over the last 2 years, it feels like. But I've missed you guys. I have missed doing the show. I've missed getting out in the woods. But you know how it goes. Life just sometimes tells you to, get bent. I have been thinking really long and hard about what to do about the show. I know I've talked about this for a long time. I want to change the format of it. I just don't know exactly what and how, because I love the topic of, cryptids and all that stuff. But, kind of like being a creative, right? That's what they call people who do this kind of stuff. I tend to feel like I painted myself into a corner where, this is all I can do now on this channel. Oh, I like the way this light's working. If I shut this, hold on, let me try something here. No, that's not going to work either. Why is that not? Why is it doing that? Weird. It's very strange. Sometimes these things work right. Sometimes they work like crap. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. Let me just scroll through here and see. Octo, what's up, buddy? Becky, hi, how are you? Hope, hello. Thank you, Octo. Thank you, Becky. Thank you, Miss K. Thank you, Donna. So yeah, I don't know what I want to do about changing the format. I just feel like I got painted myself into a corner as far as like content. And like while in the beginning it sounded like a great idea, it's like there's only so much you can do. Do you know what I'm saying? There's only so much you can talk about with this stuff before it just becomes like you're rehashing it over and over again. And I feel like that's what happens, and it frustrates me, and I don't want to. I want you guys to have. I want you guys to be able to have as good of a, show as possible and enjoy it and have, as much fun topics as we possibly can. So I don't know really where to go with it all. expanding the channel to like anything and everything and not really having any limits to it probably would end up like losing some of the people that I had here to begin with, right? Because that's what a lot of people came for, was just that type of stuff. But it's just hard. It's hard to know what's right and what's wrong, as far as that goes. Starting another channel was an option at one point, but I just don't think that I just don't think that I could do two. I just feel like it'd be too much, especially right now. I think it'd just be a lot. So, I've asked before, like, what you guys think about, what do you think we should do with the channel moving forward? What's your thoughts? Do you think that, like, the whole thing started with interviews, and the interviews are fun, but again, it's like you just run into a wall. You hit a place where you run out of people to interview, especially if you're being, what's the word I'm looking for here? If you're being safe and cautious about it, you really have to vet everybody that you have on the show, because a lot of times I can present this, right? I can present any topic on here I want and say, hey, I'm just presenting the topic. It's up to you to decide what you think. But a lot of times it's not how it works in this community. If you present something, immediately for a lot of people, they'll go, well, he put it on his show, then he must fully believe that this is true. And then your reputation can be at stake, which is shitty, but it's just the way this kind of crap works, unfortunately. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. I am exploring all possibilities at this point. When you have that one, yeah, it does. That's the problem. And I've already had a couple. In the very beginning, I definitely had a couple on, and then it didn't work well for me. I heard it from people. I can't believe you would have somebody like that on, blah blah blah. Then they think that when you go out and do research that you're just you're full of it, and I don't. That's the last thing I ever want. I certainly don't fake anything. That's why most of the stuff that I did was all live stream, because I felt like if I'm live, there's no way to fake it, because it's like it happens or it doesn't, right? And we were all very fortunate in many ways that we were able to have some really cool stuff happen during live streams. The really cool things that we found, out there. A couple times we found prints, and then had that crazy stuff happen at the old man's property, and that stuff you can't fake. Around the historical sites. Yeah, I would love to get back. The other problem right now is that, like, I am having so many issues with my car. Like, it just is never fucking ending. Excuse my language, but it's just so frustrating. So it's prohibited me from getting out to those places a lot, Obviously the accident happened. Before the accident, I was having some stuff go on with the car. Then the accident happened, which made things even worse. I had to pay to fix the car, got the car fixed, realized that there was more shit damaged inside. And when you have a hybrid, everything is computer, everything. It's like computer modules throughout this whole car. And to figure out which one is messed up is like, you don't even want to know. It's just disaster. So that's been tough, that's kept me from going out and doing things. The Lime Obviously, the issues of the line was a big deal too for a while, but hopefully those things are kind of getting a little better now. Hopefully it stays that way. Hey, Bobby, how are you? So anyway, that's just, I don't know where to go with it. I was thinking about maybe doing like, I don't know if you guys know who Mr. Ballin is. Basically what he does is he has like finds different stories. It could be, paranormal, it could be cryptid related, it could be missing persons, just like anything really strange, anomalous, weird, creepy, and he basically just presents them to people. And I love watching his stuff. It's really, really entertaining. So think about doing something like that, like finding these stories and then just kind of presenting them, and maybe stuff that people haven't heard before, and that might be fun. Disaster stuff, I do. I love disaster stuff. As terrible as that sounds, I definitely enjoy disaster stuff. Um, so anyway, that's where I'm at. Maybe it could be a whole mix of all that stuff. Could be sometimes doing stories like that. Could be doing lives. It could be um, interviews if it's the right people. Maybe we just mix it up, and that's just the way it goes. I wish I had like two other people to do like a real podcast with, where we would come on with a topic, and all three of us would bounce that thing around and then see where it goes. Two people I don't think is enough. I think three is the right number for something like that. So maybe I can try that one. So I don't know. I know that I miss this. I know that I miss you guys. And I really want to start getting back doing it. It's just been a lot of stuff going on, man. Just a lot. And it's been extremely overwhelming in many, many ways. Mikey, what's up, buddy? I love you, man. Mike, I want you to come up here so bad because the weather's getting so much better. It's almost perfect now to go camping. I really want you to come up here, and I really want us to go camp up at that spot that I was telling you about, like badly, really, really badly. So I'm putting you on blast right now in front of all 11 people. Well, 10 because you're number 11. You're number 1 in my book, but you can't say no now. You have to. I promise there won't be any snakes. Thank you, Bobby. Thank you very much. Dude, Octo, all you need is a phone, brother. Honestly, to start, like I didn't have anything. I had nothing. I had a phone. That was all I had when I started, or a laptop. That's it, man. That's all you need. Seriously, you could easily come on the show with just your phone or just a laptop if it's got a camera on it. You don't need anything. When I first started, I had nothing. I had no microphone. I had no lighting. I had none of that shit. I just sat on my couch or on my porch. That was it. I need to get up to you too, because I really want to see that area where you had that weird stuff happen. You got growled at and all that. I really need to get up there, but that's all in that area. That's all in that general vicinity of where the old man's property is, where Douglas State Forest is, where Mendon had this. The lady I know had the sighting in Mendon. It's right there. I just used my phone for 7 years. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can using a phone, especially nowadays. Like the phones are good, dude. Phones are good. So anyway, that's where I'm at. I really want to start doing it again. I just don't know. I don't know how. I don't know where to start. I've been really sitting down and going on here and trying to draw up ideas. And then, it's like, do you, do I want to have enough content, stacked up so that like when I start, it's like, there's like 5 or 6 episodes already done. But I like that means I'd have to record them, but I really like the live thing way better. Because I just enjoy interacting and all that stuff. To me, it's just much more my kind of speed. Becky, yeah, I miss it. I need to get out there. I truly, truly, truly miss it. I miss the woods a lot. And then it's going to start getting hot here soon, next few months, and I am not going to want to be out there. So I really need to squeeze it in. Mike, you need to get here, buddy. You need to get here, buddy. Octo, I need to get up there. We need to do something. I've talked about it, and I had flaked out on you, and a whole lot of crap happened, and yeah. So I'm trying to turn this off because it's going crazy. Excuse me. Oh, shush. Quiet. Okay. There we go. I can be there by Thursday. Let's make it. Oh, let's do it, dude. Are you serious? Let's do it. You want to do something? You want to just shoot for the weekend? You want to shoot for like Friday, Saturday? We'll do like 2 nights. I got my tent. I got everything, man. I'm ready. Or that works too. That works too, buddy. I'm down, man. I am absolutely down. Well, let's talk tomorrow then. Give me a call tomorrow when you're free, and we'll figure it out. I'll check on like Airbnb and shit, and we'll figure something out, because I definitely need to get out there, man. And we've been talking about doing something for a while, and yeah, I don't care. I don't mind the tent, dude. I don't care. Whatever you want to do, man. Whatever you want to do. Tents obviously much cheaper. Light a fire, bring some food. You know, I do need to blow that 45-year-old dust off. I do. Yeah. It's needed badly. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't, I completely forgot that Jesse and Joe are on with Michigan Rob. But too bad it's my birthday. I always hate interrupting them because I love them, but I needed to come on here and I needed to say thank you to everybody. Yeah, me and you, Mike. Me and you both. Birthday blunt sounds good. What the hell was I gonna say? Yeah, I needed to come on here and say thank you to everybody for the birthday wishes. Everybody reached out. It's so hard to like Facebook on my timeline. It's hard to to respond to every single person. It's very difficult. Obviously, when you work and we had my brother brought the kids over and had cake with them, and so it's difficult to do that. I'm gonna have to find the time tomorrow to go and say thank you to everybody individually and all that stuff. But I wanted to come on here and say thank you to everybody that reached out and was so kind to send me these wonderful messages and posts and all that stuff. And I cannot tell you how much, like, seriously, with how rough the last couple years have been, but especially this last year, like those things, just having somebody like reach out and say, happy birthday, like thinking about you, but that stuff means the world. It really does. Like on crappy days, those little things, it just makes you, it makes me smile. So I appreciate it. 40s is the new 30s nowadays. Yeah, tell that to my knees. Tell that to my knees, man. Thank you, Mikey. I appreciate it, buddy. It was actually Lucci's birthday, what, like a week ago, right, buddy? So make sure you wish Mikey happy birthday too. Even though I haven't seen him in forever, or but that's okay. That's all right. This is the show where I just put everybody on blast. That's what this is going to be. I put Long Island on blast. Now I'm putting Lucci on blast. Who's next? Who wants it? Richter scale weights. I don't think so, buddy. I don't think you can. I don't think you're competing with me at this point. I'm getting blasted. Not that kind of blasted. Not that kind of blasted. Although that'd be fun too. That'd be fun too. But yeah, so that's where I'm at, man. Kyle asked if I saw a movie and I had yeah, like the only time it's ever happened though. That term is very ambiguous, Mike. We need to be very careful about how we use the term blasted. That can be taken many, many ways. Some of them not so good. We need to be careful. So that's where I'm at with the show and everything. I may just I keep talking myself out of it. Like I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. And then I like talk myself in circles, and then no, I can't. I want to really figure it out. Blah blah blah. I just think I need to just go screw it and like do it. Do one show and then see what the next show brings and what the next show brings, and I not have to stick to just one single format and just whatever. If I find somebody I want to interview for one show, then do it. If I find a story that I want to present for one show, then do it. If I want to just do a topic discussion type of thing, then do it. And that's just, I think, how I'm going to have to go about it. You just call me your money. I don't know what that number is. I can't. What is that? Is that 100 million? 1 billion? 1, 2, 3, 4. I still have no idea what that. 10 million? What is that? I can't even see how many zeros that is because I don't have my glasses on. Yeah. Obviously, like I still want to have Dewey as part of the show. I love Dewey. Dewey's family. I absolutely love Dewey, and I hope if he sees this or he's watching, he doesn't take this the wrong way, because it's not meant to be personal. But that's the other thing. Like, I don't know that every show would be the type of show where it would be two hosts, because some of the things that some of those things that I want to do wouldn't be conducive to having two people on. And I don't want to. I certainly don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. I'm trying to think from a like creative perspective what would work the best. obviously, like, if you interview somebody, having two people, that works. If you're doing like a topic discussion, that works. But if it's like one of those type of things where I'm presenting a story or whatever, that's kind of a one person deal. And so like I certainly, it's hard because I that was another thing. I didn't want to come back and do that and then like hurt his feelings or whatever, because I love him, truly love him. Him and the missus, they're just amazing folks. Stitchwitch is just a doll. So it's difficult, man. It's just difficult, and maybe I make it more difficult on myself, which is probably true. Uh, um, and that's pretty typical of me. That's just the way it goes. But it's looking like, for those of you who are here for when I talked about the move to Tennessee, things have been obviously slowed down and pushed back for a lot of reasons. It's not there's a lot of moving parts that have to happen, but it's looking like June-ish, July is when I'll be moving down there. It'll be a rough go for the first few months because there's got to be a lot of things. The land's got to be cleared. Then after the land's cleared, there's got to be water and electricity, and then cabins put down, and then the interior of the cabins built. So it's going to be roughing it for a while, but I think getting down there will probably be the start of, I think, something good. When I'm hoping that that's going to be like a big, things are going to change for the better at that point. That's my hope anyway. Because just up here, it's just not been good. So I'm hoping that move will be a big change, for the better. That's what I'm praying for anyway. What else was I going to say? What's up, Mark? Oh, don't worry. Don't apologize, man. This is like just an impromptu thing, just to kind of say thank you to everybody who has reached out and sent well wishes and happy birthdays and all that kind of stuff, because it's hard to comment and to every single person. I do not like heat. I hate heat. Heat sucks. But thank God. To be honest with you, if you really look at the temperature of where I'm moving, and I can't say exactly where, the town, but if you look where I'm moving, it's no different than here in the summer. It's like legitimately the same. Matter of fact, to be honest with you, it's maybe just a tad bit cooler. Although, it's a little warmer in the spring down there than it is up here, but and the winter. But even the winter, like, there's days where it's going to be in the 30s and 40s. It probably won't get down into the single digits and teens like it does up here, which that's fine by me. I like the cold, but no, I don't like that cold. Upper 20s and into the like 40s. I love that. That's my favorite. But yes, I hate the heat. But again, I don't think it's going to be much different than up here in the summer. So, no biggie. It's certainly not like Florida. There's seasons where I'm moving to. Not quite as extreme as here, but even here lately, like the winters here have been stupid warm. Tennessee. Yeah, I figured I'd just plant myself right in the middle of the ghetto in Memphis. See how I fare. How do you think I'll do? Think I'll do all right? like one of the scariest cities in the country. Mike, you give me between 35 and 50, and yeah, I'm very happy. 35 and 50, I'm very happy. It's always easier to get warm than it is to get cool. You know what I mean? Like you can always layer up and get certain kinds of clothes that keep you warmer. The more you move, the warmer you get. In the summer, man, if it gets too hot, you can only take so many layers off before somebody calls the cops on you, you know? So I'm not with it, man. We went out what was it, 2 summers ago, Mike? Is that when we went out? That was a friggin' hot and humid day when you almost got attacked by the cobra. It was pretty hot. We did okay, but it was pretty nasty. I'd much rather like when I came up to see you in the winter. That was much more my speed. It's an anaconda. There were two of them. I tell you right now, buddy, you moved quick. You moved real quick. I was impressed. Very, very impressed. Yeah. Yeah, it's beautiful up there, dude. It really is. Beautiful area. Beautiful area. I still would love to get up to see uh, oh my god. Why can't I? It's on the tip of my tongue. Blue line, but it's probably not going to happen at this point. Not with not since there's only a couple months left before I get out of here. Um, but that's all right. I'll always be able to come up and visit and maybe make something happen down the line. Or my login info. So anyway, this wasn't meant to be a long stream. This was just to come on here and tell you guys that I miss you all. I really do, truly. Um, I I say this all the time, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. For many people, YouTube is a toxic, weird place. Um, for me, it's been the total opposite. Uh, 99% of the time, it's been the total opposite. I have met some of the greatest people in my life just from this show. And this is not hyperbole. This is not exaggerating. This is the truth. People that I wish every day lived closer to me because they are some of the best friends that I have. And that does not miss me. Like I am fully aware of how blessed I am that's what this channel has given me. And to be able to do, it's funny because you as a creative, you obviously want your channel to do well. You want as many subscribers and views as possible because that means that people enjoy what you're doing. It'd be amazing to be able to have it be so big that it actually made money, because if it did that, then I would be able to do way, way more with it, right? That's the thing. Like all this costs money, and I don't think a lot of people understand, just to be able to create thumbnails on Canva the right way. Like you're limited if you don't do Pro, and Pro costs $15 a month. StreamYard, if you want to be able to do StreamYard the right way, that's $35 a month. If you want to have music, for your intro, like I have here. That's another $15 a month. Obviously equipment and all that stuff. You don't even get into that because then you're talking thousands of dollars. Travel, hotel rooms to go places. It just adds up so fast. So you want to have as many views or as many subscriptions to your channel as you can, because that money would be going back into the channel, right? It's not like I that's what I want it for. I would want it for. It wouldn't be like, oh, let me go buy myself a toy. No, it's literally like I want it because I want to be able to put it into the channel. I want to be able to upgrade this camera and then, take trips to go here, 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 and here and investigate these places and be able to call up my buddy and be like, yo, Mike, let's go. Don't worry about it. It's on me. The channel's paying for it. Let's go do this. Let's go do this. Let's go do this. Yeah, it's, it's hard. So you want your channel to be big for those reasons, but at the same time, having such an amazing core group of people that I know, I think every single one of you, just about who's in here, I think we've probably all talked at one point in time, like through Messenger, email, whatever. And to me, that's an amazing thing. It truly is an amazing thing. Miss K, I love you. You know that. It's those things, the people like that, and I can't even name everyone. You know who you are. A couple other things real quick though. I meant to make a video about this when it happened, and I don't remember if I'm not sure if it was when I was sick or if I had a seizure that day or what. Something happened. A good friend of this channel passed away like a month ago. Jeff Townsend. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Jeff. Jeff was a big supporter of mine. He wasn't in the chat often. He did come on once in a while. He wasn't in the chat often, but me and him spoke through Messenger quite often. And he was a big supporter and a very, very sweet guy. Tough, rugged, no nonsense, didn't pull any punches, but a wonderful, wonderful, sweet guy. He was Donnie Miller's best friend. And you know how I feel about Donnie, one of the greatest humans on the planet. And Jeff passed away about a month ago. And I meant to make a video about it. And I think it was I had a bad seizure that day and was not feeling well. And then, I just shit, man. No excuse. But Jeff was a wonderful, wonderful guy. And it really saddened me to hear that he passed away. I know that he had some stuff go on last year where he was not feeling well. He had some bullshit happen with like losing, I think, the air conditioning in the house at one point. He lived in Florida, so that's no good. A lot of things happened over the last year or so with him, and Jeff was the kind of guy that if he heard that, you needed something and he had it or he could get it for you, he would do that. That's just who he was. Same as Donnie. And so I hate to talk about it and kind of make things little sad, but it sucks because he was a good dude. So if you get a chance today or tomorrow, and you think about it, if you pray, just say a prayer for him and his family, and for Donnie. And if you don't pray, just send out some really good positive energy, because he was a good dude. Uh, and I wish, man, we had talked like, I don't know, just a few days before, and he was fine. He was in good spirits. Uh, Tough son of a gun, I'll tell you that. He was tough. He had some crazy shit happen to him with this, Bigfoot dogman type of stuff. Really crazy stuff. Uh, and that Donnie talks about, Jeff's property often. That's what he's talking about. So yeah, sadly he's no longer with us, but hopefully he's in a much better place than we are. And I'm sorry I didn't make a video sooner about it, but I love you, Jeff. Frazier's, what's up, man? Oh, don't worry, man. This is nothing major. It was very impromptu. I'm gonna hop off here in a couple minutes. Like I was telling everybody, this was literally just to kind of fill people in on what I've been thinking about doing with the show, and then just to say thank you to everybody for reaching out, and the well wishes and the happy birthdays and all that stuff. That's all this was for. If I start doing the show again, do you guys have a specific night or time that you think would be best? I know before we were doing it on Tuesdays at like 7:05 Eastern time. Is there a day or night that you guys would like it to be done on? Yeah, not Monday. That's Joe and Jesse's. That's Joe and Jesse's day. I'm certainly not trying to compete with them. Not at all. Thank you, Frazier. I appreciate you. I really do. Really, really do. All you guys. I've missed you all a lot. Think about it. Let me know. Maybe I'll put up a poll on the community page soon, seeing if you guys have any preferences to when, what night, what day, what time, anything like that. I try to go off of the YouTube things, like they put up, when my viewers are most likely to be watching YouTube. And that's why I would choose the times and days that I did. Obviously, the longer the less consistent you are, the more people forget about you, and the more people you lose as far as viewership goes. I never had a huge following, but normally we would get 20 to 30 people on a live. And I noticed that since I slowed down, when I do come on, it's very few. Which whatever, it is what it is. Hopefully, if I start doing it consistently again and changing the content a little bit, those numbers will bounce back, and we'll get more interaction and all that stuff, and then maybe the channel can actually make some money that we can put into the channel and put into going on expeditions and stuff, because I just can't do it right now, financially and stuff. So yeah, that's the algorithm. Of course it is. Yeah, fuck that algorithm. Can kiss my hairy white ass. So anyway, that's where we're at. I'm gonna hop off here. It's like 10 o'clock. It's about my bedtime. I got to get up and go to work in the morning. And, yeah, that's it. I love you guys. I really do. Thank you very, very, very much for all of the birthday wishes. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for being more than just us cat dads. Yes, we do have to stick together. Absolutely. Oh, for those of you actually who are animal lovers and interested, Princess is still good. She did get chased, and the okay, so real quick, I don't know if you guys remember the asshole who gave me shit about Princess's house like a year ago when I had put it down the road or whatever. The guy who lived across the street from me when I lived there, that jerk off. He gave me shit about the house. Then he gave me shit about feeding her, even though I was feeding her in the street. Like, what are you going to tell me? No, I can't feed her in the street. Well, that's what he tried to do. Got in my face, like, threatened me. Then when I told him, like, that'd be the last thing you ever did, he told me he was going to call the cops on me. I told him to call the cops. What are they going to do? Of course, he didn't do that. But I don't like this guy. He's a jerk off. He's an absolute heartless jerk off. He's a miserable prick. And he can't stand that I take care of this cat for some reason. I don't know why. So he had the town called. The town said that they were going to take the house because it was on town land, which was like a public easement area. It was grass, but it was like the first 3 feet from the curb is owned by the town. Into any yard and this was like not a yard. It was just like the side of the road. And he called the town said they were going to take the house. If I didn't move it, I had to move it. Didn't have a place to put it, blah, blah, blah. Finally got it down and put it actually at my old house. Because my ex allowed me to do that. Thank you to her. But I didn't think Princess would ever go down there because she didn't feel safe down there. Well, anyway, we get the house down there. We get her to go in the house, and she's been loving her house. So I was having trouble with the car. I wasn't able to get out there. Erin and her sister were taking care of her for me. Big thank you to them for that because that meant a lot to me. And then one day she calls me freaking out. And that dickhead's dog got out and tried to attack Princess. Now, if you guys remember, Princess's back legs don't work really well. So I don't know how. None of us know how. She ended up running away and then climbing a tree. And she was when she was in the tree, she was like clinging for dear life. And this dog was at the base of the tree, like barking, trying to get her. Finally, Erin goes outside, chases the dog away. Dickhead comes and gets his dog. When Erin and her sister tried to get Princess out of the tree, they put a ladder up. She ended up climbing higher somehow and then couldn't. She got herself stuck. So they're freaking out. I couldn't even get there. I was like heartbroken, wanted to murder this guy. They had the fire department come. Fire department comes. They put the ladder up to get her down. And then when they do that, she kind of moves down in the tree again somehow. We don't know how because them back legs do not work well. In the moment that she moved down, Erin's sister, Kara, was able to grab her in the blanket and brought her down and held her. And they all, kind of coddled her and kept her calm and petted her and all that stuff. And then once they put her down, she took off. She ran down the other end of the road to her old owner's house. So she hasn't been using her house a lot. She's been scared to go down there. Finally, the last few days, I've got her to go in the house, and which is good because it's the safest place for her. Being down in that yard, it's not safe. The house only has an opening that's like, this big. It's just big enough for her to get into. There's no way any dog or anything could get in there, but I know that she doesn't quite understand that. So I was a fucking wreck about all that. But nope, she's okay. She's been using it. She's getting older. She's starting, and for her to be stressed out like that's so bad for her. It's just not good. but I've been patient with her. I've been trying to show her and let her know, like, it's okay. It's not going to happen again. This dickhead, too, when the fire department was there, was outside screaming and yelling about how ridiculous it was that the taxpayers were spending thousands of dollars for the fire department to get this stupid cat out of the tree. And I guess the firefighters both told him to take his, you can take your ass inside. We don't need your help. And then he mumbled something. River, what's up, man? Sonia, hello. Thank you for being here, guys. Good, River. Good to hear from you, buddy. And then he said something again, and the second firefighter told him to shut the F up. If it wasn't for him not being a good owner to his dog, the cat wouldn't be up in the tree. So that I loved. But yeah, she's okay. Grandpa's okay. Yeah, that's that. I'll try to give you guys a couple updates. I know a lot of you guys love the animals like I do. So Grandpa's been not around as much. I think I know he does. He's got plenty. He has a lot of places that he goes to get fed, and he's a smart dude. He comes around though, and once in a while he'll use her house too, which is cool. Like, I love it. I'm glad he goes in there. If she's not using it, that's fine. I'm very happy with that. But yep, they're okay. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. I know some of you guys think about them and worry about them. Mavi, I saw Mav the other day, like a couple days in a row, and he was like, went completely nuts, because I don't get to see him that often. So he went nuts. He was so excited. I was so excited. He's just such a sweet, crazy boy, and I miss him like mad. I miss him like mad. But yeah, he's good. They're all good. Never liked them when I was a kid. Now I'm a cat magnet. Dude, let me tell you, that is the absolute truth. I mean, it never fails. Wherever I go, Frasier's, I'm not even like exaggerating. Wherever I go, somehow, some way, the stray cats find me. Like, I was out on a DoorDash like a couple weeks ago in the most random place, and I see this cat that's like all kind of dirty, and I'm like, oh my God, like, you don't look so good. So of course I always have cat food in the car. So I get out, try to go over. The cat doesn't want to come near me, but it's like meowing. So I leave the food down. Cat comes over and chows that food, and I'm like, oh my God, I cannot just leave this cat like this. Like, I gotta do something. So ended up calling animal control. They told me that they would go out and leave some traps. I put more food down, and then all of a sudden, from like, there's like a ledge. It's hard to explain. It's like a parking lot, like a dirt parking lot. Then there's like a fence and like a big drop off. It's all rocks. Well, I put that food down. That one cat chowed it. Then I put more down, and then all of a sudden, like 4 cats come up from that ledge and they start eating. So they ended up putting traps out. She got 2 of them. She got the one that was dirty, that one that I fed that day, and that poor cat was so hungry and kind of sick, but it's okay now. She's got it there. They're nursing it back to health, and it's going to be okay. And they're going to socialize her and try to get her adopted out. But they don't euthanize, so either way, like, she'll be okay. It just doesn't end. It's the cat distribution system. It's crazy. It's so crazy. Hey Frankie, how are you? It's not just cats either, and mostly it's cats, but it's not just cats. It's like, how many times I've come across baby raccoons, baby opossums, crap. It's just nuts. It's nuts. I can't leave them. I just can't. It literally like would tear me into pieces to just walk away. And even though I know I can't save them all, like my heart bleeds for them, and it wants me to save them all. So to be able like to know that like the most I can do for some of them is just give them some food, like that kills me. It friggin' kills me. Oh, that's very kind of you to say, but I'm better for you guys being here with me. I really truly am. You guys have made my life much better, even in these like really crappy last couple of years. It was always, you know, the messages, the conversations here, the emails, those type of things that made things much better for me. So I can't say thank you enough to you guys. I love you all, truly, I really do. That being said, I'm gonna hop my happy booty off here, and I'm gonna go to bed. I'm not gonna make any promises, but hold on, let me see. Let me look at something real quick. Maybe. Well, if Long Island will come up here for this weekend or early next week, we can go out and do something, and I'll film some stuff if we can go camping for a couple nights. I'll be able to film some stuff, put that together, and then give you guys some content there. Maybe this Sunday I might be able to get out. There's actually an area I've been wanting to go that I've been looking at a lot. It's very interesting. I just have to find a way in because it's weird. There's a lot of like private property butting up to some of this public property, so it's weird. It's hard to figure out what's what. I don't want to get shot. That's the only thing. But maybe I'll be out this Sunday, and then if me and Mike can get together, maybe next week, and then maybe I'll shoot for a show middle of next week, let's say. So let's plan for that. Let's plan for doing another show like middle of next week. Maybe like around the 9th to the 10th, Wednesday or Thursday. Let's shoot for that. I love your videos. Loved your video when you guys went out to eat and stuff. Why did we do that? It is what it is. Hello. Are you talking about when me and Alex and Mike were all together and we went like during Christmas time and we went out to dinner? That was a fun time. That was a really fun time. That was such a cool little town. Kyle's home for Wayward Cats. So actually, funny enough, you say that, Kay. We're gonna have a lot of land there, and one of the plans is to get a bunch of rescues to live in the barn there. I promise you, when I say the barn, I'm talking about like they will have houses and heat and all of that. And if they want to come inside of my cabin, they are more than welcome. But we want to have farm cats, so we can rescue them. We can give them a home. They can be fed every day. They can be healthy. They can be loved. And then they can keep the critters away too. They can keep all the rodents and shit away. So that's the plan. That is the plan. Henry, I will definitely check my messages, buddy, tomorrow, because when I get off here, I'm going straight to bed. I could do that too, Sonia. God, well, right now I just don't have the money to go out and eat out like that. But certainly, I would love to be able to do food reviews. I'm pretty good at them. Oh, I definitely will be in heaven. I definitely will be. And matter of fact, so we're gonna do that. I'm going to get myself a puppy, and I'm going to get myself one. And I know this is against everything, but since we're going to be adopting rescues, a good bunch of them, I figured that's enough to cancel out and make it okay for me to actually buy a cat from a breeder, because I've always wanted a real full-blooded Maine Coon, like forever, like a giant one, the ones that get to be like this big. And so that's my plan. Puppy and a Maine Coon, rescue puppy, bunch of rescue cats, and then the Maine Coon. That's the plan. We're gonna have goats down there, and yeah, I'll be in heaven. I will absolutely be in heaven, minus the heat, and I think there's some shitty bugs down there and stuff. But whatever. I'll be okay. Yeah, I'll be all right. Shade, what's up, man? Good to see you. All right, I'm hopping off here. Guys, again, thank you very, very much. I love you all. Truly, I do. Watch for this Sunday. Try to get out into that new spot. And then hopefully Mike, if he's still watching, hopefully Mike comes through and we can go camping next week. As a kid, be able to call. Wow, man. Anytime you want to talk about that, dude, please let me know, Frasers. I am anytime. I love anytime anyone has anything like that to talk about, like let's talk. If you want to come on the show and talk about it, I'd love to have you on the show. That goes for any of you guys. If you got any kind of weird things that's happened to you ever in your life and you want to discuss it, please tell me. Like, yeah, I would love to have you on the show. If you don't, that's fine. We can keep it just between you and I. That's totally fine too. Either way, like, I love talking about this stuff, man. So anytime, message me, Facebook, email me, shit. If you contact me through one of those things, I give you my phone number. But yeah, still snow on the ground here. That's crazy. But you live way up there, Henry. You're way up there. I would love to be up there. God, I'd love to be up there. All right, I'm off. Like I said, watch for Sunday. Try to do live that day out in this new area that I've been looking at a lot. If you know Mike, Long Island, please push him to come up here so that we can go camping together next week. And then middle of next week, I'm planning on doing another show, like a real show with a topic, all that stuff, and we'll start from there and see how this all goes with trying to do the new format. My Facebook is my name, Kyle Connolly, CONNOLLY. You will see a picture of my face here. Let me just, I'll just spell it out here. Spelled just like that. You'll see a picture of my face, friend request me, and then we can message each other, talk, and discuss it anytime you want, whatever you want. Doesn't have to be that. We talk about anything. I appreciate it. Always happy to have another one of you wonderful folks to have a friendship with. So anytime, man. Hand warmers, yeah, stay warm up there, man. Scare you? Huh? What do you mean? I'm confused. I'm very confused. I hope I didn't scare you. These lights are bright. All right. I'm out of here. Love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. I will see you hopefully like this Sunday for a live somewhere in the woods, somewhere new. And then next week we'll do this again, but much more kind of together. Won't be scattered all over the place. It'll be topic, blah blah blah, that kind of thing. So keep your notifications on. Please tune in. Please like, subscribe, all that stuff. Share it if you can. I need to get everything back into the algorithm on YouTube, and get this thing pumping hard, because if we're going to keep doing this, I need the channel to grow and prosper so that we can make it bigger and better and do bigger and better things. So yes, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Thank you again for all the well wishes and happy birthdays and all that stuff. Blessings and love and light. Peace.